And being that your goal is set and in place, you just keep going until you hit the goal, and that's it. Like there is nothing else to do. You're not even thinking about withdrawal. Like just think about the future and where you're gonna be when you're in position. Like whatever your goal is 21 trades. Think about what you're gonna be doing when you at 21 trades. You're gonna be doing the same thing that got you to 21 trades. The same exact process. It ain't gonna make the contract size is not relevant. The money in your account, not relevant. It's
All
just
right.
one and
IG is live. YouTube is
want to
live.
know, one trade after the other. And as you continue to do that now, you've established yourself and you position yourself to be a business. Now you're an actual business. And you're in the trading business and you're profitable. So it does take time.
What happened to my internet? What's that? Come on, man. What's that? What's that, man? Look like YouTube acting up. Come on, YouTube. What's up, man? All right, so hopefully this will straighten itself out. Right now it's looking like something's going on with YouTube, maybe. I thought it was the internet, but it ain't. Yeah, the internet is good. So it is YouTube. And I don't know why. I don't know why, man. Dude. Yeah, like it ain't letting me see the chat or nothing. All right, while I'm waiting for this, let me go ahead and just push this out to where it needs to go to. When you guys come on, please make sure that you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Share the video, all of that good stuff. Make sure that you turn on your notifications so that you get notified when I go live. All right. Yeah, so it's definitely YouTube acting up. I don't know what it's doing, but it ain't letting me see things. I'm gonna start acting up as soon as I come on. What is that about? What is that? All right, let me see something. So I'm refreshing that's working. So it ain't the internet. Then when I come to the chat, it ain't playing it. Like it ain't let me see. I don't know what the hell's going on. Why? Why is it doing this? Is the stream coming through for y'all? Do y'all see? I can see the chat, but I cannot see the video. Are you having any issues on your end? Or are you able to see everything and hear everything? All right, there it goes. Let me see something. It's coming through? All right, cool. All right. All right, so I don't know why they was acting up with me. All right. All right, so y'all give me 1 minute. Let me finish pushing this out, and then I'll come over and we'll get into today's topic. get into the topic for today. Minhas, what's happening? I see you over on IG. David, I'm gonna take a look at what you sent me momentarily. Just give me a moment. I'll get to it. Okay, so that is in one group. Okay, and one left.
Trade after the other. And as you continue to do that now, you've established yourself and you position yourself to be a business. Now you're an actual business. And you're in the trading business. And you're profitable.
And you're profitable.
So it does take time. It does take time, but you're gonna get there. And you're going to, along the way, go through all of these different emotions. And that's one of them. The urge to want to withdraw before you have gotten to your goal, that's definitely one of them that you're going to have to deal with.
301 Mindset. The truth. It is the truth, man. All right, so it looks like I'm all situated. Let me see. Yeah, we're good. We are good. All right, let me see what's going on over here. Ralston, what's happening? Yes, sirree. All right, let's see who we got in the building with us. Melanie's here. Maui Jeff is here. Stacy's in the building. Mo is here. Hassan is here. D Cowboys, what's going on, sir? Mike Martinez. David O, I see you. Ramon, what's happening? David, I'm gonna get to what you sent me, and then I'll respond back to you. Just give me a little bit of time. I kind of want to do it now before I even start. Let me just watch it now. I'm gonna watch what you sent me, and I'll give you some feedback on it. So y'all bear with me. I need to watch a recording quickly. All right, no doubt about that behavior. Yep. So, let me see what you wrote. Oh, okay. So, David, what I'll do is share it in the group then. I will share this in the group. I see what you're saying. You attempted to share it, but it wouldn't do it, right? All right. So I'm going to send it in there now. So everyone can give their feedback. All right, cool. Anari, what's happening? All right, so topic for today. How stability in the market leads to winning trades. D Cowboys, I saw what you were asking. Hex. What is Hex? Is that a coin? Is Hex one of the what do you call these coins? What do you call these damn coins? I forgot what do you call these? Crypto. There's another name though for the coins. What do they call them? Like anything that's not Bitcoin, like not the main ones. What's the other ones called? Altcoins. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah. So D Cowboys, is that an altcoin, or is Hex a symbol for a stock or something? I'm not sure what that is, but anyway, I'll see if you respond to that. All right. I see Liz. What's happening, Liz? I see Walker. I see Don. All right. Cool. Hassan, I see you. He said the project is almost complete. Excellent. I think the last time that you posted, that you sent me something, you were on number 26 or something like that, right? Good stuff, man. Hassan, what trades are you taking on the hourly, like you normally trade? Is that how you're doing the project? Because I know that you like to take the longer terms. Okay, cool. Got you. Yeah, Ralston, the word I was looking for is altcoins, which I think it stands for alternative coins or whatever. All right, so how stability in the markets leads to winning trades. Topic for today, and I need to set my alarm. How stability in the market leads to winning trades. One of the things that most people don't realize when they get into the trading world is that the market ultimately dictates whether or not you're going to be successful, whether you realize that or not. Now, not knowing that means that you basically are in the dark completely, because you might be under the assumption that what determines your success is the quality of the signals that you subscribe to, right? You might be thinking that, oh, well, I need good signals. If I had good signals, I'd be successful. No. And it's because foundationally, signals don't work. How can something work when you don't even know the reason behind why you're taking the trade? So signals out the door. Strategy, same thing. Even if you develop your own strategy, when you're using that word, what you're talking about is a method of entering trades. It's like, all right, well, this is my strategy for taking trades in this time frame or that time frame, or with these binaries or with this instrument. Your reference point is how you're entering the trades, right? Your reference is not why you're entering the trade. we getting right straight to it. Right straight to it.
I'm focused, man.
So because your focus is not on why, what ends up happening is you get into trade setups that look great, and for whatever reason, all of them don't win. You might be as disciplined as always waiting for your setup to come, meaning that you take the same setup every time that you trade. Same setup. Market sets up the same way. It moves into a certain position, or it has the pricing that you're looking for on the option or whatever, right? Your methodology, your strategy is in place. You feel good about it. Like, yeah, this is good, man. This works. And then you lose a trade. And you're like, damn, why did that one lose? So it immediately makes you question the strategy. You're like, wait, so did I lose that because my timing was off? Did I enter too early? Did I enter too late? What you'll begin to realize is that when you start to understand the market more, it's less about the timing of the entry. It becomes more about the timing of the market. What does that even mean? In other words, is when I'm entering a good time, is when I'm entering the best time. Well, the best for what? The best time for the trade that I'm selecting to win. The best time for the trade that I'm selecting to reach the goal that I've set for the trade. So I'm using this terminology because this applies to any market and any instrument that you trade. It doesn't just apply to binaries. So this is another very educational video, another very educational live stream, right? Cowboy. So Hex is an altcoin, I'm assuming. I just see you wrote the symbol out again, but I'm not sure what it is. So anyway, if it's a crypto, I don't really trade cryptos. As a matter of fact, I don't trade cryptos. So I can't really give you any information on it. At least not right now. I might pull up a chart or something later if I have time to, but I can't really give you any feedback on it now. So I apologize for that. But in general, the market itself is what always dictates and determines what's going to happen. It's going to determine the outcome of your trade, not the timing of your entry into the trade. Does that make sense? So people concern themselves so much with, oh man, I got to work on my timing into the trade. I got to work on my precision. And yeah, you do. But even more important than that, you need to work on the timing that the market has when you take a trade. That way it becomes less about the timing of your entry into a trade. It becomes more about, should you even be in the trade at all right now? Making sense? So, Sadiq, what's good? It becomes less and less about the things that don't really apply to what you're doing in trading. It's like people are so concerned about the trade, but you should be more concerned about the why, not the trade. Why are you taking a trade now? Should always be your first question. Begin to look at the market and study the market and the movement of the market. Figure out, why would you be taking a trade right now? Does it make sense to even be in a trade? Is what I'm trying to accomplish by being in this trade now in place? Well, what are you trying to accomplish? I want to win this trade. Okay, so how's the market moving? Now we're getting into things that make sense. How's the market moving? Where is it positioned? Is the movement going to keep the position that it's in? Is the movement going to commit to the position that it's in? Is the movement going to commit to the direction that it is moving in now? Not trying to predict where the direction is, but more so looking to see what is the movement in the direction that it's moving in. What's the movement? Is the movement staying? Does the move have staying power? See, like, this elevation begins to open up your eyes when you look at things now, because you start to realize that, wow, all this time I'm thinking it's about the trade, when in reality it's about the timing of the trade. It's about whether or not it makes sense to even be in a trade at this time. See, then you can build around the foundation, because the foundation is, yes, now is a good time to be in the trade. Then you can build the blocks around that. Well, where am I entering? Where is it positioned? Where is it committed to? Which direction is it committed to? Now you can build around, because you know that the market is letting you know that the time is right to be in a trade. Then you can build your way into the trade. You see how the whole engineering process has been reversed. And now what this does is it elevates you, and all of your precision becomes more relative to the market, not to the trade. Remember that all of the information that the trade is giving you, if we're talking about binaries, option pricing, the way option pricing is moving. Like, what pricing are you actually seeing on the platform? Is that in sync on the platform with the movement of the actual market? Are they in tune? Are they in alignment? If they're out of alignment, why? Why are they out of alignment? You see? It has more to do with you understanding the market more so than it does with a trade. We're not looking for, little shortcuts to try to get into a trade, to win a trade real quick. We don't need to do that. All we need to do is become familiar with and recognize when the market presents stability, and become more familiar with the variations of stability and how that looks. Because now what that does is it opens up your eyes and your understanding to why a trade makes sense in the first place. We all have seen trades that set up that look the same. You're like, oh shit, this looked like that same trade I took yesterday. Right, you're talking about the trade though. That's not the real question. Or that's not the real conclusion that you should come to. The real conclusion should be, wow, the market looks the same way it did yesterday. Y'all are following me, right? Not the trade looks the same. The market looks the same. Oh, well, how's the market look? Stable. I told you, I'm forcing y'all out of the thinking of trade mode and pushing you into market mode so that you understand that the market is leading at all times. It's not a trade setup that's leading you. And if you trade that way, that's where you're going to find difficulty and you're going to have problems. You're going to create problems for yourself because you're looking at trades when you, in actuality, should be looking at the market itself. What is the market looking like? How does that look? Your whole understanding opens up. It changes the whole dynamic for what you do. So you begin to understand why a trade wins or loses. You begin to understand why a trade has trouble. You ever be in a trade and be like, damn, it's moving around a lot. It's doing too much. But you in the trade already, like, damn, man. I hope this holds. I hope this stays. I hope I win this one. Anytime you in the market in a trade and you got a hope, it means that you were not patient enough to wait for the market to reveal itself to you in the first place. You didn't have enough patience. You just took the setup when you saw it. The less eager that you are to get into a setup, the more you become in tune and develop the patience that you need. It happens inevitably. So less trading and more observation. Makes sense, yes? So it just opens up your eyes, period. Like, just like I said, it doesn't even matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're trading. It doesn't matter what instrument it is. It doesn't matter what market it is. The more that you observe the market itself, the more in tune you become with why a trade makes sense or doesn't make sense to take in the first place. And then this opens up your understanding of everything that you're doing. Now it doesn't become a guessing game. It doesn't become you throwing darts and hoping and wishing that your trades become successful and you make profit. You're moving now away from that whole idea and that whole ideology. You're actually moving into understanding the foundation of the market. It's like, listen, the market actually do what it want to do. So when you're saying, oh, I knew the market was going to do that. Okay, well, everybody knew that it was going to do that. But did you know that it was going to do that now? Like, all right, you said it was going to do such and such, and it don't do it right away. It does it later. What's wrong with this picture? Your timing is off. Because you're trying to predict what the market is doing. Right? Don't try to predict what the market is doing. Nobody can do that. You might as well flip a coin. If you're going to try to predict, flip a coin, and then whatever you flip, that's what you trade. Coin flips all day. You can do that. And that's what people end up doing because they don't understand the nature of the market and they don't understand that they have to submit to the market in order to be profitable over the long term and understanding why they are profitable, period. See, like everything ties in together. It's like, man, Mark, I don't have any confidence. You know why you don't have confidence? Because you're not seeing the market. When you look at the market, you don't know what you're looking at. Of course you don't have confidence. You don't have confidence because you don't make the connection between what you're seeing and what you recognize. You don't recognize what you're looking at. You see it, you're like, damn, I don't know what that meant. Damn, it was holding at first. And then in the last few seconds, it did some other shit. Man, market, I don't like the pound. See, it happens to be the pound. So now you blame it on the pound. When every market does that, it's the pound. So if you know that that's the nature of the market, what it means is that you're not connected to the nature of the market. In other words, you don't understand the nature of the market. And you need to. You need to understand its nature. Then things begin to make sense. Like, wow, I'm starting to understand now. This is starting to make sense to me now. Okay, let me keep watching. Let me keep observing. Let me keep studying. Not, oh, well, let me keep practicing. Let me keep trading until I figure this out. Why? You're taking trades not understanding why you're taking the trades in the first place. So stop trading. This is another thing, too, that's going to help many people. No one ever told you not to trade. I'm telling you, don't trade. I'm literally telling you, listen, if you're losing, stop trading. That's number one. Stop. You're not confident? Stop trading. Don't take no more trades. Because there's a reason that you're not confident. It means you're not seeing. Understand something. Listen. The market is what it is. You either see it or you don't. This is what's happening. It's not that the market just does crazy things. This is something I used to tell people all the time. They used to be like, hey, man, market was crazy today. And I used to be like, the market is crazy every day. Because what you're calling crazy is normal. That's normal behavior for the market. What do you mean, Mark? It does what it wants. Period. You can't say it's crazy today. Because what you calling crazy today, same thing it was doing yesterday. But yesterday you didn't say it was crazy. Why not? Maybe you weren't looking at the time when it was doing what it's doing now that you see. So because you're seeing it do something now that you don't recognize, you call it crazy. You see, this is the average person's thinking and thought process when they are looking at the market in general. So they're now trying to figure out a way to trade crazy. You can't trade crazy. This is why you start losing. You just said the market is crazy, man. But yet you trying to find a trade though. Don't do it. Take your time and learn how to just be patient and wait and observe so that you can start understanding the market itself. Like, what's the actual nature of the market? What does the market do? You need to define what it does. Like, just look at it. It shows you what it does. Shows you. Then you start to make sense because now you're not trying to project your own ideology on the market. Instead, you're just looking at it. Now, let's just watch. Right? And then it changes the whole dynamic. Then things start to switch because now you're reverse engineering the process. And that's the key. This is a very important lesson. Like, these are lessons right here, man. This is lessons. This is training. It's like I tell you to train. I'm talking about people outside of TA. I'm like, listen, you need to get into training. This is training right here. If you don't understand what I'm saying now, it won't make sense if you even get into my training. Nothing will. Because what I'm telling you is the foundation of the market itself. I'm explaining to you why you be losing. I'm explaining to you why every strategy you ever bought stopped working. I'm explaining why signals don't work for you. And at the same time, I'm explaining why we always win. Come on, man. Come on. This is a lot, bro. This is a lot. All right, let me see who's around. See who's up in here. Sharonda, what's up? Mr. James, what's happening? Sadiq said, training hard on commitment and power moves. Today was good. Yep. Yep. All right, let me come back in the chat. Lamont, what's going on? Hassan, using the TA framework and teaching that the stability really is easy, recognizable, trading hourly for me. Of course it is. Of course it is. Stability transcends time. So it don't matter what time frame that you're on. The whole point is to know that it's stability that you're waiting for. Don said, before you find market stability, you got to find self-stability. Oh, here we go. See, you see how the mindset intersects with the actual framework that you're using?
I'm focused, man.
Can't have one without the other. Good stuff, Don. He said, before you find market stability, you got to find self-stability. Woo. Man, oh man. Peleus. Oh no, hold on. Ramon, he said, once you said those words, I hope you're the trade, but for the opposite side. Right. When you say, I hope you're in the trade for whoever you are taking the trade against. That's right. Yep. Peleus, you saw something that looked good, then the juice man arrived in your subconscious, and then the rest was losing history. Don't let the trade dictate your mind. Let the timing dictate your mind that way. He said, that way you're looking at the truth. Market has a nature, and most of its nature has a lot of tricks in it. Woo! Young Yoda. He said the market does what it does whenever, so your timing has to be perfect or else you'll get smacked eventually long term. And I just explained a moment ago what timing. See, people think about the timing of the entry of the trade. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say timing, I'm talking about the market. Is the present time the right time to be in a trade? That's the question. Is right now the right time to be in a trade? You need to know the answer to that before you'll see the trade that comes at the right time. This is hard. This is hard. Yes. So D said, dude A. Exactly. Exactly. Ramon said, don't be the person on the highway who switches from one lane to the other in hopes to find the quickest route and ends up moving the slowest to his destination. That's hard. That's hard. Ramon is focused, I see.
I'm focused, man.
Ooh, he said you end up moving the slowest. He said trading equals going about the market with the right mindset. Facts. If you signed, wait, hold on. If your signal provider loses more than what you spent in a week, 2 weeks, or in a month, that tells you a lot of his or her skills in the market. Stop while you still have funds in your account. Boom. Boom. Paylists, the market does what it does. Oh, did I read that already? Oh, I read that already. Yep. Ashton says the chat is everything. I swear it is. It is. That's why, like, the study clips are hard. You get a lot of elevation from that because you get to see actual real time examples of the things I talk about when you look at those recordings. And the thing about it is, like, the library is growing and growing for that also, because those recordings are in the chat. So, like, you can go into the chat and then go back and look at all those recordings. They in there. They stay in there. Big ass library of elevation. It's crazy. Hassan, what do you do if your signal provider has a golden idea and changes their strategy every month and wants to market that strategy every chance that they get? Hey. Hey. That is funny. Hassan be just shooting them up. Oh, man. He be shooting up the golden man, the golden child. Sadiq said, join TA. Indeed. Indeed. Ashton, even though I understand at the moment, I feel something happening. You mean even though you don't understand at the moment? I think that's what you're trying to say. I don't know though. You might just be talking in circles. Oh man, that's like, it sounds like you saying, even though I love the rain, I love the rain. That just sounds funny. But I think that you were trying to say, even though you don't understand at the moment, you feel something happening. I think that's what you were saying. Payleys, people are dead at the beginning because they're waiting for tricks instead of waiting for particular natural things the market does that can't lose. Ooh, whoa. Hold on, man. That's hard.
I'm focused, man.
That's hard. Listen to what Payleys just said. He said you need to be waiting for particular natural things the market does that can't lose. Man, catch it. Catch it. He said, when the market rains, follow the rain. Facts. Jay Carly said they'd be mad when they realize his gold came from Rust-Oleum spray paint.
I'm focused, man.
Oh, snap. Poppycock all day. Poppycock, man. Okay, so that is what you were saying, what Astor was saying. So he said, even though I don't understand at the moment, I feel something happening. Yes. Yep. Sadiq said, you can't be around TA and don't change. Facts. That's a fact. That is a fact. I don't think my alarm is set. I ain't hear this thing go off yet. I know I'm not bugging. It didn't go off yet, did it? Because I've been able to talk uninterrupted, so I know it ain't go off yet. Currently, the euro is very stable. We'll keep an eye on this. You never know when it's going to position itself. You never know. Ozzy, what's going on, man? Hassan says, in order for change to occur, your heart and mind must be in alignment. That's a fact. Yesterday was really good because we were talking about breaking bad habits and focusing on breaking your habits, like first. So as you're learning, you also have existing things you do, right? If you're trying to learn how to execute the opposite of what you currently do naturally without thinking about it, that is a war. That's a battle that you're fighting. And you need to be aware that you're actually in a fight. So your focus can't be on trying to learn more than it is on breaking what you do naturally that you want to stop doing, right? So you got to break your habits before you elevate to the point where the new information becomes a good habit. This is so strong. You got to break your existing old habits first. You can't still have the same old habits with just new information that you trying to pull in, and you trying to absorb new. But you got your old shit here that you just do automatically, regardless of the new information that's coming in. And then they meet and they clash. They're doing this. So what you do is you got all of this new information that's valid. That's the opposite of what you do naturally. But because you have a habit of doing the old stuff, it's clashing. And what ends up happening is now when you go and you try to execute the new stuff, you don't execute it at 100%, do you? What happens? You might execute it, and then for some reason you do old shit because you have that habit still. This is why it's that important to break the old habits. So when you find that you still lean into doing certain things habitually, it means you need to focus your attention on breaking that. before you focus your attention on executing the new thing. Does that make sense? Like, don't focus on getting new information and executing new stuff when you got old bad habits. Focus your attention and your energy on breaking the bad habit first. That way, when the new information comes in, it becomes a good habit. It replaces the old bad habit that you had. You see what I'm saying? So now your execution naturally becomes the new information that you're acquiring. You see? Instead of you going back and forth, you clashing and doing this. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Break them bad habits. Break them. Don said the market is reading between the lines. He said it's a reading between the lines industry. What you think is the truth isn't, but it will teach you to follow the truth. Facts. That is a fact. Yep. Ashton said in 301 you were in the GU, but now you're in the EU. Why the change? I had switched to the euro dollar the beginning of this year in January for, once again, the purpose of students in the group that were in the euro, because so many of us are in the pound, because the pound is what I've always traded. There were newer students that were coming along that were moving into other markets other than the pound. A bunch of them were in the euro, a bunch of them were in the Aussie. So at the time I felt that the one that was the weakest was the students that were in the euro. So I literally switched to the euro to help them. That way, when I had recordings, they would be able to see their market that they're in. So again, like, you see the sacrifices that I make for students all the time. I straight switched the whole market just to help other students in the group that were in that market that I felt were weaker and needed more. That's the reason. So literally that was the only reason. So you can always see my willingness to take one for the team. All the time. All the time. Oh, let me see something. I like that. That's hard. That's hard. Jamal said, you can't put new wine in old wine skin. Come on, man. You can't put new wine in old skins.
I'm focused, man.
Hard. And I still ain't set this timer. Somebody please remind me to set the timer. Sheesh. Walker said, me and Nicole were talking about making commitments that align with infinite integrity. That's hard. See, that right there is tied into the fiber of what we call karma. It's exactly why you see something continue to succeed no matter what happened. That's what TA represents. TA represents good karma. TA represents being in alignment with infinite integrity. Man, oh man. And yes, what Ramon said, he said, why stay trading in just one market? He did that to show others that the pair doesn't matter, the skill does. That too. Yep. Jeff said, whoa, that hurt, that one bad habit, working on it. Yes. Yep. Walker said, I was dissecting my personal journey of breaking away from the bullshit and described the bullshit as grains of sand in a fine-tuned watch. The watch must be spotless on the inside in order to work smoothly. Hard.
I'm focused, man.
He said grains of sand. Grains of sand. See, and just listen to the symbolism of that. A grain of sand is small. It's tiny, but it's there. Right? You can't deny that it's there. It's still a grain of sand though. You said it must be spotless on the inside to work smooth. Come on, man. Come on, Walker. The gears in the watch, your good habits, are interfered by the grains of sand, the bullshit. Until you've cleared the watch, time will bring back the bullshit you failed to get rid of completely. Oof. Man. Walker, I'll elaborate on that too, a little bit more. If the grain is in a certain spot in the watch, the same thing happens at the same time in the watch. Like say that the grain of sand is right where you got the number 7. So every time it gets to 7 o'clock, the watch start acting up. Because that grain of sand is stuck right there where the 7 is. You wondering why? Well, why keep acting up at 7? Every day at 7 o'clock, the watch does something janky at 7. Because that's where the grain is. Woo. Whoa. Wondering why you keep repeating the same bullshit. Hard. That's hard. I must say that's hard. That's very good, Walker. Very, very good. Vinay, what do we learn in monthly classes interested in the 5 minutes? You learn how to understand the market first and foremost, and then how to apply it to the 5-minute binaries. That's basically what you're learning when you train. Paley says TA also represents rinse and repeat. Facts. Facts. And yes, what Ramon said, he said class is 5 days a week and the team trains every day. Yeah, we do a live training every night that the market is open. So basically from Sunday night until Thursday night. The live training is recorded. So if you can't attend live training for whatever reason, you can watch the replay of the live training. And then we also are active in a group chat all the time, 24/7. So everything that you need basically to train and understand what you're doing in the market, also working on your mindset, that's a big one. It's just constant, nonstop, detailed work that goes into you becoming successful in trading. Like you know, I'm not sure what your background is, but stop thinking that you're going to be successful with some type of strategy. Oh, well, let me learn your strategy. That's not why we're successful. It's a total package. Having the right mindset, knowing how to apply patience and discipline in the market so that you are in alignment with what you're recognizing in the market that represents what becomes successful trades. That's a total package. So you need the right mindset, patience, discipline, focus, and the framework, which is basically understanding what the market does and then knowing how to apply what the market does at the right time so that every time that you trade, you win. That's what we do here. So in actuality, I'm not teaching you how to trade. I'm teaching you how to win trades, and there is an entire format and blueprint for that. And that's what you're learning. And if you wondering, well, how long is training for? Forever. How long do you want to win for? That's the question that you have to, like, you want to win for a little while? or you want to win forever. So the training is a nonstop, forever process that we do. No matter what level you get to. The level I'm at, you know, people look at me, they're like, well, you don't got to train because you already know what you're doing. Well, the reason I keep myself where I need to be so that my execution always remains the same is through training. I keep training. And that's why when I teach you, it elevates because I'm elevating at the same time off of the same training. It's just a loop. It's a loop. Remarkable stuff, man. Yep. Remarkable stuff. Yep, the Jedi. The Jedi, man. I like that. Yeah, Sadiq said Marine Corps training. Let's go. Let's go. And Vinay, yes, it's $35 a month. Ooh, that's hard. Paley says 7 o'clock is a bad habit you haven't gotten rid of. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. See, I love when we talk about something and then you catch it and throw it back. He just used the analogy of the grain of sand in the watch. And why it keeps acting up at 7. Because that's where the grain is. So he's saying that's where your bad habit is. You ain't get rid of it yet. Every day at 7 o'clock, your watch acts funny. Man. Walker said precisely, instead of 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you get family drama o'clock, job drama o'clock, yearning for freedom o'clock, and the grain of sand forces you to address whatever circumstances that cause the gears to move slower in that time. If not properly addressed, the grains of sand multiply for that time, the circumstance. And yes, you're right. You are correct. And of course, it's a challenge balancing all of that out. That's a lot. It's a lot, especially when you have a family, because you're responsible for a bunch of other people that's not you. You know, like if you just had to take care of yourself, you would be able to deal with certain circumstances. You don't have the luxury of that when you have family, because it's like, you're trying to keep things in order and moving and flowing and ebbing so that the circumstances don't overcome you and you get through whatever it is. And that's very challenging. No matter who you are and no matter how much money you have. Like the money don't even matter when it comes to that, to be honest. It doesn't. It's challenging. Yep, you are right about that. But I do know that what we do in TA period definitely puts you on the trajectory that allows you to get through any circumstance that happens. If you just stay with TA because of what we do and because we never let up with it, it's like, it don't matter what the challenge is that you are going to go through. You're going to get through it. Because the only way to get through is to go through. You need the fuel to go through. That's where TA comes in. And I know that from personal experience. So you got to remember, I'm Mark. So you see all the stuff that I'm capable of doing. I don't need to do this for nobody. Yet I do. I don't gotta do none of this. Like literally. I'm good. It's like, well, then why do you do it though? I'm explaining to you why. Exactly what he said a moment ago about integrity. That good karma. That good karma is what TA is. That's why when you stay connected to it, somehow shit just works out for you. You be like, damn, I don't even know how I got through that. Your mindset is on point. Well, why is your mindset on point? You're training all the time. Come on, man. Like how is your mind going to be overcome if you're training your mind not to be overcome? What? Listen to what I'm saying. How you gonna lose if you training to win? All you gotta do is stand there. Just stand there. Stay put. Stop leaving and coming back and leaving and don't do that. Just stay put. IG, I'm gonna come back. It's gonna cut off. I saw Sharonda just now. She said this is good. Pushing them buttons. Pushing them buttons, man. We'll come back over on IG. There we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Hey, yo, Bo knows this and Bo knows that, but Bo don't know Jack because Bo can't rap. All right, let me come back over here. All right, IG's back up. I know that's what it was like, right? Yo, IG don't be playing. They're like, yo, it's been an hour, bro. And I have to cut you off. Yeah, it just drops it. Sometimes I don't even be knowing. It'll drop and then I'll come back over and be like, oh snap, it ain't even there no more. Cut off. Yeah, we back up though. We good. Pele's Mark Howard sees over there. I mean, beast mode. He looks mad. Have you been feeding him? Yeah. Yeah, he eating good. Beast mode is good, man. Shani, when you take a step back and really look at Mark, has live training every night. It's insane, to be honest. It really is. It really is. Like, it kind of is, it's almost superhuman, I would say. Almost. It's not superhuman because I'm human and I'm doing it. So it just seemed like it is. But that just goes to show you like the level of commitment that you have to make to something that you start. And to me, because of what training represents for me, that's why it becomes easier for me to just do it without thinking about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it has to be, something really going on that stops me from training. Like, it gotta be something that's like, all right, you just can't train. It's not possible to do it. If it ain't that, we're gonna train. And that's it. Yep. Pele's, if I had a family, there would be no young Yoda, just young and stressed. Man, you crazy. J. Carly, so very true that if you just stay with TA, you'll succeed. So I still and will keep saying, why did you leave though? It's really silly when I think about it. It really is, but you know, people are people, I guess. People are something else. J. Carly, and then how you gonna leave saying I'll be back, but then block everyone? I'm getting real hurt about spending hours and hours helping people for them to leave. This is facts too. She said, like, don't ask me for help unless you're gonna stay. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And she's right. She's right, because, you know, like J. Carly's one of the people in the group. She gonna pour into you because she wants you to succeed just like I do. Like, that's what TA is about. We want each other to succeed. You know, there have been how many instances where people have come on live training. You know, I've unmuted them. They didn't understand something. We stayed on the training until they understood. And it's like, oh snap. Like, damn, Mark, you was on with them for 45 minutes. They needed the 45 minutes. And not only did it help them, but it helped somebody else in the group. You see, so you see how unselfish that is to do. So if I'm willing to be unselfish all the time, it's like that's the nature of what we're doing here. It's unselfishness. It's not selfishness. Like, it ain't about you. The reason that you're gonna grow is because you're submitting. You got to give to receive. So in order to grow, you have to submit. That's giving. The growth is you receiving. Huh? That's how this works. And that's why the loop is so continuous here, because as long as you remain in that frame of mind, you don't even think about leaving. It's like, why would you want to leave the very thing contributing to your growth at all, ever, for whatever reason? Why would you ever want to leave that? And this is what I'm talking about as far as people not being able to overcome their own BS, because it's your own BS that's giving you the excuses of why you left. It's just like if somebody come to you and they're like, yo, why'd you leave though? Oh, well, because, you know, the way my checking and my savings account is set up. Like, what excuses are you going to give? $35? That's why you left? It can't be that. It can't be that. You know? So it's like, why did you really leave? And what it is that I found is that there's a level of your bullshit you ain't willing to overcome yet. You still holding on to it for whatever the reason is. It could be fear, right? Oh man, damn, I'm kind of scared now. I'm nervous. Fear. Sometimes it's fear of success. You scared to actually be successful. It could be that. See, and like it's very interesting too, because people don't understand why we always talk about these things, but this is a part of your bullshit that you have to overcome. This is why you, up to now, still haven't succeeded when you trade. How are you going to succeed when you trade if you don't deal with yourself? When you trade, you're dealing with the market. How can you do that and not deal with you? How does that work? It don't. So the only conclusion that I can come to is that people get afraid of that, and they get exhausted, or they get tired of dealing with themselves. And it's like the fact also that you held accountable for everything. Like, we holding you accountable for everything that you're doing. Everything. You're not training. Well, why are you not training? Oh, well, I went and I started watching some of these other videos. I was listening to some self-help books. That's cool. But why are you not listening to 301? Are you watching 301 every day? You watching 301 Mindset every day? Why not? Next thing you know, you leave the group. Like, damn, why they leave? Because this is what happens. And it's like, no matter, and another thing too, it's like, even if you're doing other stuff, of course, I want you to be successful with everything that you're doing in life. But what becomes a problem is that you're separating yourself from stuff. You can't separate yourself from anything. And this is why when you sever your tie to TA, it's because you severed your tie with understanding that it's your bullshit that you have to overcome no matter what you do. That's why when you leave and you go on and do whatever else you're going to do, you'll find you running into the same type of issues again. Like, damn, I thought trading was hard. This is hard. And then people, sometimes they make their way back because they realize that TA is way more than they thought it was. You thought it was just about trading. No. When I talk about this is about winning, I'm talking about winning in life. Why would you ever separate yourself from something that has you on a trajectory to win in life? Why would you separate yourself from that? You see what I'm saying? That's the real question. That's the real question. And that's the question that you face when you look in the mirror. It's like, damn, what am I doing? What am I doing? Come on, man. And then some people, they got to swallow their pride to come back. And then when you come back, you see like, damn, they just welcomed me back. Like it was like I never left. Of course. Because you left. But my thing is like, why would you leave in the first place? Like, don't even allow yourself to get to the point where you feel like you need to leave. Like, oh, right now I'm dealing with something. I need to just take time away from this. No. You need to get closer to this. You having personal shit going on with yourself in your personal life. You should get closer to what we do. Closer to the fire. Not further away. Don't separate yourself from it. This is life lessons. I'm just saying, man. That's like this. Of course, this is just my personal take on it. But what I'm saying makes sense, does it not? Makes perfect sense. Like I ain't never separate myself. Why would I separate myself from this? That's like me saying I ain't training no more. Huh? This is why there's 700 videos in the playlist. Because that's my thought process. I'm never going to stop training. Are you crazy? Why would I stop? Look at the elevation that happens during the training. Look at the elevation that happens during the live stream. We on a live stream right now. Look at what's happening right now and the stuff that we're talking about. We talking about you overcoming your bullshit personally. Your bullshit is the reason that you lose trades when you trade. Oh, snap. The same bullshit that you're dealing with in your personal life. Damn, man. Man, why did I do that? Right? You did something stupid personally. So you're learning how to not do stupid stuff because you're understanding why it's not valuable to do that. Where'd you get that from? TA, all day. This is all we do. So the reason that you're going to become successful in trading is because you're becoming successful in living. This is different, man. I keep trying to tell everybody, like, this is different. There's a reason why we continue to thrive. And it'd be funny too, because, like when people leave, they still be watching. They still be around. You still hanging around. Why? Why are you still around us? You see what I'm saying? So it's like you don't need to sever that. Because the same reason that you still hovering around, looking through the window and peeking, that's the reason why you should have never left. Ouch. And I'm not saying that like, to be funny about it. I'm just saying, like, why did you leave in the first place? For what? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, all right, so, all right. Shit is crazy, man. Anthony Pandozzi, what's happening, sir? No doubt. Ashley said your consistency is off the charts. True example for TA. Right. That's why when I say I am TA, I'm like, that's real. It's like what you see TA doing is what I be doing. I'm TA, TA's me. Not just because I created TA, but my actions reflect what TA represents. When you come and plug into TA, what do you have access to? How many live trainings that are recorded? How many new live trainers every night? How much in the group chat that's going on? How much you got have access to? How many live streams? How many videos? How many projects you see? How many challenges you see? How many? You lose count. I don't even know how many trainings and videos altogether there is. There's thousands of them. And we still go every day. And every day is like a pair of fresh sneakers that we put on. How? How are the topics different every day? And they hit hard every day. How? How is that happening? How is this going on? How are we doing this? We tapped in, man. Plugged in all the way. Never gonna unplug. That's why it continues to go. Why would I? That's like me disconnecting from what we do. Why would I do that? It doesn't even make sense. Who does that? It's like not breathing. Hold your breath. Why are you holding your breath though? Oh, I'm gonna just hold to see how long I can hold it for. But why? Nah, breathe. Training it for us is breathing. We don't even think about it. That's it. The end. Remember the live I did where I was talking about how this is not a course? Like people like to buy courses. Like this ain't no course. You thought this was a course? Nah, man. This is life. This shit is crazy, man. Walker said one of the habits TA forces you to break is quitting on yourself. Woof. He said that's not always easy. As a matter of fact, quitting can be convenient and comfortable in the moment. Oh shit. Man, oh man. Paley's, if Mark is unselfish, TA will be unselfish because we follow the leader. Come on, listen, don't make me walk off, man. Don't make me do it.
I'm focused, man.
You said we follow the leader. Let's go. Shit. Shani said, I remember before joining TA, I was like, yeah, right, this guy not training every night. Oh, shit, right? And it was like, surprise. You know what's funny about that, too? I think, Shani, you was here before I had started even recording trainings. Or did you come later? Maybe, no, you might have came later than that. You might have came a little later than that. Walker said, F this is a habit that reinforces the bullshit. If you're the one producing the bullshit and you've built a habit of F this, then you're gonna quit. Ooh. Wow, that's hard. That is so true.
I'm focused, man.
That is so true. Ramon, most people left because they set themselves unrealistic goals. See, yo, this is why I be rocking with y'all. Listen to what they are saying. Listen to what Ramon just said. Most people left because they set themselves unrealistic goals that they didn't even commit to reach through training. Whoa. He said asking questions and observing their process of the protocol. Their mind is on the money instead of the process. Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Just like going to the therapist and the therapist breaking you down. Listen to how your bullshit is being broken down right now. This is not this not even me. This is us. This coming from the group. That's 100% right there. So your mind is on the money instead of the process. You chasing money instead of chasing the real bag. All day, man. Walker said, either that or you'll recognize the ugly truth and stick to removing every grain of bullshit until your watch is clean. Man, oh man. Shani said, I think people leave because they're not ready for that self-work. It's too intense for some. Sheesh. Ashton said 301 is the self-help book.
I'm focused, man.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Whoa. Sadiq said, talk, Ash. For real. Ozzy said, that was me. See, and like, it's all right to admit, that that you're doing something, because self-awareness is the first key to doing something about it. Confess. Confess and repent. More, man. Paley said, this isn't about trading. It's about knowing yourself and knowing everybody else and how they think, because understanding human behavior is understanding market behavior, because they're the same thing. Young Yoda. He said, not training is like saying I'm not winning anymore. All right. I got to position myself because I could feel the walk-off coming. Applegate, what's happening? Yeah, the walk-off is coming. I feel it. Lamont said that's horrible. They leave because they're not winning trades. You can't tell nobody nothing when they're losing. Bad, but loud. Training only stops when you're dead. Hold up, man. Wait. Oh, boy. Let me come take a sip of my latte and regroup. I'm going to walk off for now, but I ain't going to end it. I'm coming back. Let me just take a sip of this. Oh, shit. He said training only stops when you dead. Hold on, man. Hold on. You got to chill. You got to chill before I don't come back. The next one, I ain't coming back. I'm out. I'm telling y'all. Paley's Mark, they like window shopping. That's all. Oh, shit. He said Marcus, TA, and MRMH, and the follow-throughs. He said, and we follow throughs. I like that. I like that. Liz said 1,000,000. You're the best. 100%, man. This is, Ramon, this is a lifestyle. Bilal, TA is not a course. It's a lifestyle. Ramon, we train every day to remain forever Renault. Don, in all honesty, most people quit because they never had any intention on handling success. Mark G said, not everyone can look themselves in the eyes and face the truth. Wow. Oh, shit. Sharonda said it got deep today. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. This is a deep digger. This training today, this is hard. What number is this? I got to remember this number because this one is hard today. This is 373. My two favorite numbers, 3 and 7. 373. Let's go. Don said, what people think they want and actually want are two different things. You can't hype what you think you want. Otis says, slow yourself down, perform with good, stable actions. Put yourself in position with the market. You'll receive all the pricing that there is. Hard. That's hard. Shavonda said, it's what people want to hear It's what people don't want to hear but need to hear. All facts. All facts. Sadiq said, I'm gonna play that in the picket. 373 straight in the box. Oh, you gonna pick that? Play combo. 373 combo. Jermaine said, chill, folks. Jermaine, you know it's coming. I'm positioned to get up. I'm just waiting. Somebody gonna do it. Somebody gonna walk me off. Somebody gonna walk me down the aisle. I'm just waiting. Who's it gonna be? Oh wait, hold on. Let me see what Mark said. He said that if you leave because you've been losing trades and money, then you haven't been following directions in the first place. All right, that's it. I'm out.
Down the Mongo, down the Mongo.